I'm headed down to somewhere, got my pickaxe in my hand. Yes, I'm headed down to somewhere, got my pickaxe in my hand. I'm headed down to somewhere, God knows where I am. Who's the guy who can conquer death? That's Joe Hills. He plays for Nashville when he plays Minecraft. That's Joe Hills. That's Hills. I put the cogs into the box and then I've got another load. After a while my arms will get tired and then this job will blow. But I could be replaced by a machine that does my work in half the time. But I don't know where I'd go, 'cause I prefer putting cogs into the box. Now I've got another load. Only just a few more hours and then I'm free to go. But I can't cease in questioning if I really have a home. It makes me sick to think of it, 'cause I prefer
Whoa, we already have our first $20 donation from Crazy Nerd Monkey, who writes, "First, thank you, Crazy Nerd Monkey. My name is Joe Hills. I was just getting set up. We got our tweet out. We got our songs playing by my brother Sean. Once again, I can't announce when those will be available on iTunes and Spotify, but we are working on getting those out there for you. It is exciting stuff. We've got a lot of cool people in the audience today. We got Truck Pipe, we've got Emily Hirschberger, The Cup of Joe Rack, Pink Shark, Ametian, Pingus, I Am Solar Flare. We got Ella, Sophia, Alec Naz, Kevin Verano. We got Grayson Rose, Dark Saber, Jaden Mellick. We got the Shiny Dorks, Rivercraft, Nick Webb. We got all sorts of folks. Chaz Howell, Robin the Fox, W10D Gaming 10D. We've got Gavin Schwank. We've got Night Shadow. We've got Hydrostatic, Agent Kilobits per second. It's Ian again. Howdy. We've got Greenstone. Ella Sophia says, I was about to go into Target. Go into Target and buy only the things you need. Now you have an excuse to go into Target efficiently and not just walk out of there with a bunch of garbage. Okay? But go, 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 go. The episode hasn't started yet. Now is your time, Ella Sophia. Go to Target. Welcome, Iron Pick. Welcome, Julio Joe, Dreamer Realms, Maddie St. Matthew. Welcome, Carol Anderson. Hey, hello to Coffee County. You know, I actually went to high school in Tullahoma, Tennessee, down there in Coffee County. In that true facts. Welcome, Morgan Voss, Samuel Clark. Welcome, Murphed. Welcome, Radiant Dragon Lurkin. Welcome, Card Musician and Chris P. Bacon. Welcome, Pre. Don't die for anyone. Live for yourself. Welcome, Haley Warner. Hey, thank you for the sparks. I am Solar Flare. Welcome, Psychic Pepper. You cannot join. This is, what do you call it, chat? Invite only YouTube thing. I'm not in charge of the invites. But anyway, I probably should leave that sign there because we're going to use it again in the near future. Let's see. Welcome, everyone. I do have face cam on. I turn on the face cam when I'm talking to the chat, and then it goes bye-bye when I do the YouTube recording. So, I did like your Twitter fan art. So just so you guys know, if you've never seen one of my shows before, we film it like a Miller Boyette production, like Full House, Family Matters, Perfect Strangers, any of those. Step by step, day by day, that sort of thing. The way this goes is when I have the chat on, I'm talking to the live studio audience. That's you. You are watching me record a YouTube video live on stream. And so right now, this is just me hanging out with you guys, talking to you in the bleachers. Now, when I turn off the face cam, that's when I start recording the real episode. And I'll do breaks in between. If you ever wondered what happens when I yell time skip, I turn the face cam back on and I talk to the chat some more. And I say, hey, what did you guys think of that segment? Do you think I need to re-record that? You think that was good? I thought I had a good energy. Did it come across as emotional as I wanted it to, or whatever? Welcome, Badger Spanner. Let's see. Welcome, Utility Manipulate. Glad to have you. Let's see. Welcome, Llama. My day has been good. What do I think of Sahara? It's a wonderful desert. Okay. Kiwi says, I was just thinking about if Joe was streaming. And boom, now he is. That is. I'm really old. Okay. Just so you know, I do actually read the chat, so don't spam promoting other channels. Sorry, you get deleted. That's how that works. Okay. So, yeah, also, because you might notice I don't have any mods or whatever, it's just me. If I see your name and I have to ban you, I'm gonna remember it, guys. What if you go to PAX in a few years and you're like, hey, I love your YouTube stuff, and I'm like, you were a jerk in my chat and I had to ban you. That's not a good look for anybody. Don't be a jerk. It's that easy. Okay. So, here we go. Gonna have a little bit of carbonation, caffeination. Let's see. Badger Spanner says the hair is still surprising to me. Well, like I said, I was gonna have to be doing a lot of driving late with everything going on, and I can't have my hair in my eyes. Hey, welcome, Dane Leon. Glad to see you. Okay. Wild Stallions. Why does the AT&T building look like Dracula's lair? Because that's where Dracula lives. Duh. It's called the Batman building for a reason. Dracula's a Batman. Okay, how did I get on Hermitcraft? I was invited. That's really how to do it. But basically, if you're sitting out there wondering how can you get invited to Hermitcraft, you probably can't. We're a very old conservative organization. What you need to do is create a crazy, wild, experimental organization that takes risks that we're too scared to make. Because that's how we got on Hermitcraft. Hermitcraft didn't exist, and then we made it. And so basically, you can do the same thing yourself. You can just say, oh, like, because when I started playing on Hermitcraft, there were other groups kind of like Hermitcraft already, but they weren't accepting new members very quickly and things like that. And we have outlasted many of them. So you can outlast us. Alrighty, bye, 00. Okay. Okay, what's my job? I'm a LAMP stack developer. Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP. Okay, so. Here we go. Megan Does Things says, the concept of being remembered fuels my social anxiety. Yay. Gonna be honest, Unity Manipulate says, yesterday Joe referenced something I did and I died IRL. Yeah, Unity, I keep saying Utility Manipulate. Unity Manipulate made a really cool Keep Adventuring patch, and it was awesome. And I use that as an example of, like, if you want to make cool fan art, you are welcome to. Just don't, like, sell it. Because that's, like, a separate thing. One day I'm gonna get this merch train out of the station, you guys. Choo-choo, choo-choo-choo. But just not today. Okay. If you have to go to sleep, go to sleep. Sleep is a weapon. I want all of my viewers to be as dangerous and effective at going out there and making the world a better place as possible. I don't want you showing up for life asleep. You know, you got to get out there and engage with people and make the world better. And you're not going to do that. Go. That's no good. Go get some rest. Okay. So, Phantom Creeper says it would be great if you could go to the Grand Ole Opry on April 13th. That's, I think that's Easter. Isn't that Easter? Or something? What? Of course, I never have anything to write on. Why do I never have anything to write on? Hold on. Why don't I have anything to write on over here? Is that like a band contest, like a battle of the bands, or... Because, like, if it's like a rock and roll contest, that might be kind of cool, but I'm not going to go to a marching band contest, probably. Just realistically. So... in fact, Grand Ole Opry is kind of, like... One of the things about living in a city is that sometimes it's really easy to not go anywhere. Because you're just like, everything I need is within 3 miles of me. Why would I go 5 miles away? Like, when like, Grand Ole Opry is really far away. Like, proportionally to how close everything else is. Yep. Yep. Yeah, people are watching on YouTube but using the Mixer chat because it's more manageable. That is indeed a good plan. What is my favorite part of life? I try to make it whatever part I'm doing at the time. What do I think of news for Bill and Ted 3? Sorry. I'm looking forward to Bill and Ted 3, but I don't want any spoilers, so I haven't watched the trailer yet. Like, when I know I'm going to watch a movie no matter what, like the new Star Trek or whatever, or the Avengers Endgame or whatever, I just don't watch the trailers because I want to go into it, like, completely, blank. So, I love Bill and Ted 1 and Bill and Ted 2, so I refuse to learn anything about Bill and Ted 3 except for when I can go see it. That is my plan. Okay, it looks like a lot of you guys have acquired whatever popcorn or snacks you need in order to, like, enjoy the episode. So, I might as well get started. Trying to figure out, I don't want to do 2 episodes of working in here consecutively, or 3, because I guess I just did 2 in this space here, and even though there's a lot more stuff to do in this space, usually what I like to do is to vary my setting of my episodes. So, like, we do one episode where we escape from a time warp dilation biome, and then we come here, and that's like, okay, I was expecting this to be like a bottle episode in the time dilation biome, and instead it's a bottle episode down here. And then it's like, okay, now we did another episode down here because, I don't know, Joe had ideas. But the thing is, I can't just keep doing that indefinitely. I need to go do other stuff. I definitely cannot lose these sponges, though. That's important. So what I kind of want to do is I kind of just want to go and try and find some zombies to kill. And see if I can get another trident. Because, like, I know that there are real trident farms on the server, but I don't want to use them if I can avoid it. What's my favorite thing I built in Minecraft? I don't know, man. I built so much stuff. I really had a lot of fun building the Rubik's Cubes. Night Shadow says, wait, there's a Bill and Ted 2? Yeah, it's called Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, and they go to the underworld. It's like them going through, like, various levels of afterlife. It's actually really good. Okay. JP says, after yesterday's live stream, I decided I'd make a keep adventuring design for my digital art class. Awesome. I started this morning, and it's going all right. Learn to warp text in Illustrator. Illustrator is a great tool, guys. Seriously, I've used Adobe Illustrator, like, probably, I don't even know how many hours I've logged in Adobe Illustrator. I used it at my day job, in past day jobs. I used it on my webcomic. I use it for all sorts of things. It's a really powerful tool and good thing to learn. Somebody says, can you explain to me what Bill and Ted is? It's a film. There's a film called Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure about these 2 guys who need to pass their history test. And Dane Leon has never seen Bill and Ted. Okay, Dane, we're going to do a Patreon patrons movie night or something. Now, I'm not going to live stream a movie because of copyright garbage, but, like, everybody can rent it on something and we'll watch it sometime. Okay? And, like, what we'll do is we'll all be in the voice chat, and everybody can bring drinks or whatever. Bring your own drinks, your own snacks, and we'll all watch Bill and Ted. This is an unacceptable thing. Okay? Patreon people, don't let me forget about this. This is important. We need to schedule this. I can't schedule it now because I can't look at my calendar now. It's like I've got a million things going on. But this is sometime within the next 3 weeks or 4 weeks, we're going to figure this out, okay? Okay. Cool. So, we need to do an episode of Minecraft is the plan for this episode. You know, so what I was kind of thinking of doing, let's see, I've actually started a few episodes from here before. I don't want to go up here because there's still like some like charged creepers and witches around up on top of the roof and stuff here. And I don't want to blow up this special protected area. Whoa, what is this train thing? Oh my goodness, I love this. Okay. Yeah, we're going to come hang out up here with Grian and cows. Oh, man. Okay, cool. Fozzik, yeah, this is all built in survival. It's a private, whitelisted survival server. Okay. I don't know if Bill and Ted's on Netflix because I bought it on DVD and on iTunes. Because the thing about DVDs is that they're hard to load into an iPad. And my kid, like, when I take her on trips and stuff, I have an iPad. And so when we cosplay for contests and stuff, I usually dress as Ted and she dresses as Bill. And that's our team costume. And I'm all like, whoa, how's it hanging, duders? Like, it's really fun to pretend to be Ted because you just get to look around a lot and just be, like, excited. Like, that's how I want to live my life. Like, whoa. Like, it's just nice, you know? So, anyway. Here is what we are going to do. We are going to start the video up here because okay, so we're gonna hit start recording. Face cam's going off. Actually, wait, do I have any donations I need to read before I do that? Okay, nope. Okay, so start recording, face cam off. Okay. How now, brown cow? Unique New York. An angry man. There's my story. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Actually, in some ways, this is kind of more interesting if... I'll start off looking this way. Yeah, let's try this here. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm just relaxing atop Python's little rooftop tower here. You know, I gotta say, I love these little classy builds where it's just like, oh, here's a nice chair where you can relax, or nice little lounge thing here. Got some cattle just roaming around, as cattle do. You know, Python has not made a ton of videos lately. Apparently he's had a bit of a cold, which, if you're following him on Twitter, he says the doctor checked him out, and he just needs to get more rest, so hopefully he gets well soon. If you guys see him on Twitter, though, feel free to send him a nice little get well soon message, because we would love to see him back up to full speed, full steam, like a choo-choo train that goes full steam. What is this? This is an insane train track, okay? I came up here just because I wanted to talk about how cool Python is and how I hope he gets well, and then I saw this train track, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, this is insane. Oh no, and then there's like even this little train bridge station thing. Oh, and that's how we slam our heads into stuff. Man, this is a good train bridge. I really like that. Hey, let's welcome Scar. Welcome, Scar. And it's even got a little place where you can fall down here. I'm not sure why you would, but you can. You know, it's nice to have the option. That's one of the things that Hermitcraft does really well. Gives everybody options, you know? Other servers you play on, they might be like, you gotta build in this small 3-chunk cube or something, which is not really how spatially cubes work. But this is just a nice, interesting build. I like this a lot. You know, little simple repetitive themes applied in interesting settings can really kind of get your brain going in a cool way. But why don't we go ahead? One thing I wanted to do this episode was, I don't know if you know this, but Isuma actually built something in my Halloween store that I donated him, or not donated, that I gifted him for Christmas. He had asked me in early December, he's like, Joe, I'd like to use your Halloween store for a little build I've been thinking on. And I was like, I don't know, Isuma, you know, because, like, people want to use the world download to, like, enjoy the builds from, you know, all the hermits at the end of the season. And I don't know how I feel about you, you know, modifying a build, like, before the fans can play it. He's like, well, right, I'll respect that, right? And then, I ended up drawing his name for Secret Santa, and I was like, what am I gonna get Isuma, the man who has everything? And I was like, oh yeah, that Halloween store that he wanted. Because, like, at the point where, you know, the dice or the randomizer has declared that Isuma is indeed my Secret Santa recipient, I should get him something, you know, optimized for his desires. And that's something that only I could have given him. Nobody else had a Halloween store that Isuma wanted. So anyway, we're out of carrots. And drop him torches. So good job, us. What I was thinking was we could head over to that Halloween store now, because he has set up some sort of new shop or something. Oh good, a Jangle cookie. So apparently, people have been reading Archie comics. You guys might not know this, but Archie Comics actually spun off a cartoon show and a band called the Archies. And one of their songs that's the most famous, that's like lasted forever, is Sugar Sugar. That's like, ooh, sugar, sugar, da 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 da. Oh, honey, honey, da 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 da. You are my candy girl. And then that sort of thing. But anyway, the second most popular song by the Archies, I'm not kidding, is called Jingle Jangled. And it's about, I don't even know what it's about because I didn't research that for this. This is just the sort of weird thing I happen to know because I learned it years ago for no good reason. But anyway, so apparently somebody saw that we had a jingler on the server and decided we needed a jangler so that they could somehow pursue some sort of bizarre Archie comic spin-off cartoon show, spin-off musical group chart topper from the 60s. I don't know. It's Hermitcraft. We're just gonna kind of do stuff at a certain point. And anyway, here we are. I really like the way Isuma has the sculptures here presenting the scarf and the staff. And he's got these, what I had set up as costume stands are now set up as just demonstrations of some of the things that the little book can do. So that's pretty cool. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to swing on in through the front door. I believe Isuma has probably removed the fall, which was an homage to the BoJack Horseman Halloween store. I was like, what does this pressure plate do? Is it going to make me fall? No, it just opens the door again. Isuma's so much nicer than I am. I'm just like, I'm going to make this really dangerous Halloween store. And Isuma's like, I'll put an exit in. That's the Isuma Void difference. But anyway, so what we're going to do here is when we step into here, we receive a Statues V2 thing. I'm not sure how he set that up. Maybe with some sort of command block. But this should theoretically let me do some interesting new things with the armor stands. And I'm not sure exactly which ones are new and which ones are old. Ooh, stargazing, that sounds new. Oh, okay. Lasing. I don't think that one was in there before. Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe we take this back and we work on some of the armor stands in the Ministry of Truth. Because if you remember, I bought some player heads recently to set up there. And now we can actually, get them all posed. Also, I probably need to get some, like, armor or something for some of them. Unfortunately, I donated most of my armor to the war effort, so I've got to find some sort of new armor alternative, which might just be, like, looking in this box to see if I have any left over. Hey, somebody's getting some boots. That's exciting for them. Anyway, let's, yeah, and leather caps aren't really helpful because we already put the player heads on. So, in theory, like, if I wanted to, I should go ahead and, like, use some of this dye on some of the leather here. So, like, let's say that we gave Stress, like, leather, like, magenta pants and boots here. Ideally, we would need an ice block to give her because she is now running this ice monopoly on the server. And we're going to immediately attempt to not incur her wrath by stealing ice from the water here, as one does. But I think that this is a solid plan. And I'm not a thoughtful man. Sometimes it might seem like I'm thinking a lot because I'm talking a lot, but there is a subtle difference. And y'all will hopefully eventually pick up on that. Okay, so let's go and grab some more armor and then come back and use that book. Time skip. Stop recording, face cam on. Got a cough. Elizabeth Rose Spicek donated $5 and said, "Hello, Joe. Can you say trans rights? You have so many gay and trans fans. I am glad to have all of my fans." And, you know, that's one of those things. I'm actually working on a whole episode that I want to talk about stuff like that. Not just gay and trans rights, but also like the Black Lives Matter movement. Talk about some of the... you know, there's a lot of groups that are structurally persecuted in our country, and sometimes people think that paying attention to any one of those groups comes at the expense of believing in human rights for everyone. And Chris Straub has an amazing comic about this. Let me pull this up real quick. I'm going to go to Google, and I'm going to chainsaw suit all houses matter, and hopefully that'll pull it up. Okay. So basically, you know, it kind of shows, I'm going to post this link in both here, kind of this idea that, like, so sometimes people get really focused on the idea of focusing on, like, any sort of, like, exceptional attention to any group comes at the expense of everyone. And that's not true. I think helping the people who need it the most helps everyone the most sometimes. And so we need to really look for the people who are struggling and who are forced to band together out of necessity and try to help them have the same freedoms and privileges and protections that everyone else in our society has. That's the only way that we can really have a functioning society on the whole. And anyway, that's the sort of thing, like, I don't like to just read political messages for money, because that doesn't feel right to me, even if I agree with the message, which in this case I do. But I did want to kind of talk about that briefly. I'm working on a whole episode just about this subject, but when I've tried to do that off the cuff, it ends up being too unorganized. Like, this is something that's so important that I really want to pay the right amount of attention to and to deliver it properly. So, anyway, yeah. So thank you for the $5 donation, Elizabeth Rose Spaztek. And let's go ahead and just mute this guy. So, evening, everybody. We are in between recording segments right now while I grab some equipment down here. Okay, and how are we on time? We've been live for 30 minutes. That's not bad. That's not bad. I was worried. I've been just so busy, which, I mean, I'm always busy, but I've been, like, busier than usual, guys. Hey, welcome, New Jersey Coffee Junkie. let's see. Oh, whoa, here we actually do have some extra leather, which maybe we're going to have to use some of that, realistically, for this project. I hope I didn't set that aside for something important. Okay, so we're going to come back out from backstage here. A lot of people are saying, Joe, you need to join the Architects. The thing is that they all record in European time. The reason Concorp is a team is not just because that Scar and Cub are awesome and get along really well, although they happen to do that. They also happen to both record at the same time of day usually, so it's really easy for them to do collabs. Like, the reason I don't record with Cleo every day is because our schedules just never line up. And it's kind of, it's unfortunate, because I wish they did line up better. But, yeah, that's just kind of how that is. So, yeah, for me to join the Architects, I would have to quit my day job. And, unfortunately, I make way less off of YouTube than I make off my day job. By a lot. And I need health insurance for my family, which is one of the worst things about living in America and being an artist or an entrepreneur, is that you're constantly, you might think like, oh, I'm so close to being self-sufficient, but like, then you realize how much health insurance costs if you don't work for a big company. And it's just like, I guess I'm going to keep working for a big company for another several years. Yay. Okay, so more caffeine. I bought this travel mug the other day because I've been trying to I've been trying to use less disposable bottles, and it has been really nice because it turns out that I also spill things a lot, and when I knock this thing over, it doesn't spill, which is great. Usually I don't spill things in the studio here, but like at my day job, if I'm not paying attention, like my desk is set up differently, it's easier to knock stuff over. So, okay. But yeah, plus this way now I can just buy like a 2-liter bottle of Sundrop instead of a bunch of 20-ounce bottles, which is cheaper. Do we have pink flowers here? Lilac. Cold iron. Hey, welcome, Corvid. Okay, so let me just check. Okay. There will be a third Bill and Ted. A lot of people are really freaking out about that. I'm excited too. Okay, so here we go. We are gonna jump into the next part here. Okay. Face cam off. If anyone wants to donate before I start the next recording segment, let me post the link because I need to be good to my family by actually remembering to ask for money. That is one thing that I have not been the best at on YouTube. I'm really happy with my artistic output, but I don't always think like, you know, oh yeah, it's a good time to ask for money, but I should do that. So, anyway, yeah, I'm familiar with Article 13. The big thing is that only affects services where people upload stuff that they don't own the service. And as part of my day job, I build video hosting networks for clients. So, worst case, I can just build my own video hosting network for me and put my videos on there instead of on YouTube. Now, I'm not going to make the ad revenue, so I would need more Patreon revenue or more PayPal revenue. It would be a hassle, but like, it's not an insurmountable problem for me personally. Now, it's absolutely terrible for like everybody else, but you know, there is that. What time is it in Tennessee? It is 9:37. Okay. No, I don't know what this Dora Temple of Gold thing is. But, okay. Yeah. Okay. So... Hey, welcome, I Hear a Dish. Okay, so what are we going to do? We are going to start the recording. Face cam off. Okay. We have returned, we have our book, and we have the statue all... Whoops. Dang it. So this is going well. We're going to remove some of this stuff from our inventory, apparently. Can I get the book back, please? No. Dang it. Dang it. Okay. Gonna make even more room in our inventory, because, you know, why not? That's what we do here. Okay, okay, we got the book back. So now we're gonna click on this. Okay, so we're gonna give Stress back the ice. Dang it. Okay. Guys, I'm so close to having this figured out. Now, let's just try not clicking on the sculpture directly and, like, click over, like, to the right of it. There we go. So, I can hit show base plate. No. Okay, good. That definitely affected the nearest one, which is her. So style settings, show stand, apply gravity, stand visible, display name. So I can adjust the rotation. That's interesting. So, angle step set to 15. Did it actually do it? Oh, hey, that's pretty cool. So let's see, pose adjustment, we don't need. Let's try this stargazing one. She's reaching to the heavens with a block of ice. That is pretty good. I like that. Okay. Well, let's try one other thing. Are any of these particularly icy? Formal? Formal is, well, their hands are behind the back. That's more like Japanese formal and not necessarily very British formal. So let's try. What is Cupid? Is that like she's gonna look like she's got an arrow? No. Okay. Man, that ice cube has a really weird effect on it just in general too. That's a strange one. Let's go ahead and go with joyous. Whoa. That's like jumping for joy. That's more joyous than I anticipated. I was not ready for that. Okay, so this one's just like clearly holding the block. That's okay, but let's try. What is blocking? Oh, there we go. I like that because it's blocking with the block. It's like here's I'm you know, now she looks like she could be an ice deliverer from Arendelle. Except that she's also the Ice Queen. Man, if you made the movie Frozen with Stress Monster, she would just do all of the jobs. It would be very interesting. It'd be like one of those Tyler Perry movies, almost. Except, like, the opposite. No, wait. I don't... Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about this joke. This is... Yeah. Well, either way, well, watch out, Disney, because Stress Monster the Ice Queen is going to be coming for you. Now, we need to also get her social media and stuff up on here so that people who stop by after the world download goes up in a few months. Once again, this is not like, oh, hey, the game is over, guys. The game is afoot. But realistically, you know, it's just really nice to have a place where we can get all of the Hermit's, like, YouTube links and stuff all in one place. So, for example, if you visit, where can I find Doc M? Well, there's his website and his YouTube and his Twitch. That's just good. Also, Doc M put a shirt on. There you go. There you go. All set. But yeah, why don't we go ahead and try and get some of these folks' social media things set up. See, Jassassin doesn't have his channels or social links. He has the words channels and social link. Dang it, Jassassin. I'm gonna fix this. Time skip. Okay, stop recording. Face cam back on. Okay, so here's what we're going to do next. Face cam goes off when I'm doing the recordings. So I'm going to go to hermitcraft.com and copy and paste a bunch of this stuff because I don't know. What's actually, is that, oh, wait, so how do you, would I have to click on, are the internal pages working yet? No, they're not. Okay, I'm going to go to the subreddit, reddit.com/r/hermitcraft. And there should be a sidebar there that has links to people. Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, Mixer. Yeah, okay, so there we go. Frozen 2 is coming out soon. That's very true. Okay, so youtube.com/stressmonster101 is Stress's YouTube. So we're going to go ahead and put that here. /stress monster 101. Oh no, that doesn't fit. So we're gonna go up youtube.com/ okay, so there's that. So we're gonna go ahead now and put her Twitter here as well, which is gonna be twitter.com/stressmonsterin. Okay, that's probably not gonna fit either, is it? Twitter.com/stressmonsterin. Oh, that does fit. Good. And twitch.tv/stressmonster. Okay, and we're gonna check. She doesn't seem to have a normal website, like a standalone website, and that's one of them. Hey, Mike McDaniel. Hey, we got a C-Team fan in the house. Here we go. I've got my Ack Inc. Green Flame Foam Finger. Time is the enemy. The past, it threatens the fastest weapon. You can't make it past a second whether you do it fast and reckless or choose a cautious solution you thought was prudent. I don't have the lyrics in front of me. I should pull up those lyrics. Those are such good lyrics. C-Team theme lyrics. That's a good practice thing while I fill this out. And that's the question. Play brash and reckless or choose a cautious solution you thought was prudent. In any sepulchre, pulchred will become the putrid. It's that wealth that I'm pursuing. No mountain too deep or dungeon... No, so, dang it. No mountain too steep or dungeon too deep to send expendable marks up to the top of the peak or beneath. They see you bleed, they come like sharks to it. While I swim in that money bin like coral barks through it. So send your national parks through it. I'll send them home in a natural box with a closed top and most of the parts included. Save your breath for a cleric confessor. Death is a lesson and life is a tenured professor. But if you're seeking my official advice, sign on the dotted line, initial it twice. Do. Anyway. Yes. So, okay, here's what we are doing. We are working on the Ministry of Truth, where you can find all the different hermits. What is my opinion of fan-made alternate universes of Hermitcraft? I don't know what those are. Explain what those are, please, honorary senior, so I can learn something. So, we're going to come over here to Hermitcraft subreddit. We're going to go to Jassassin, Twitter, and Mixer. Okay, he's twitter.com/Jassassin. Mixer.com/Jassassin. You know, what is his actual YouTube? YouTube.com/TheJassassin. Okay. How am I not coffee striked? Because I'm not on key. That's I'll be coffee strike for singing Sugar Sugar. No, because I'm not on key. The algorithm recognizes whether or not you're singing the actual song. If you're not hitting the notes, it won't know. No computer can tell when I'm singing or not because I'm so off. It's fine, guys. You're worrying too much. Oh man, I wish I had some cool black leather that I could. Let's go get some more. Let's go look for some leather stuff in the actually wait. Let's drop off some of this stuff here. So we have one leather tunic. Was I on key for Sugar Sugar? Really? Maybe I really have reached another heightening by changing my diet. Okay. Jassassin is definitely playing on the modded server right now, but I don't think he's going to be playing on the vanilla for a little while. That's a witch in a minecart. Where is the, I feel like there's an entrance to a skeleton farm around here somewhere, and that's clearly not it. Does anybody, oh, it's right here. Wait, is this not it? Marcus Aurelius had a dream that was a skeleton spawner. Wells Knight. This is not it. This is not it. Oh wait, yeah, this one's it. I did cut my hair, Mariella Ray. Megan Does Things says, I still have the Pokemon George Strait song stuck in my head. Don't worry, that will be stuck in your head even more once we get it out on iTunes and Spotify. Because, why not? No, is all the leather armor gone? Oh, man. Do I have to, like, wait here and kill skeletons? That doesn't seem like what I want to do. Is the spawner actually being triggered at the moment? It's hard to tell. Okay, none of these guys have leather armor. Okay. So, well, this is not... Will the album be up on Google Play? In theory, yes. I just don't have a date yet. My brother's still working on all that stuff. So, if I stand here for a little while, we can try and get some armor, but... Could I throw together a quick cow farm? Not quicker than this, probably. But, realistically... Unity Manipulate says, I have no room to talk. I get Send Me a Wave stuck in my head for weeks on end. Yeah, Send Me a Wave via Subspace will also be on there. We've got 7 songs coming. One of them, which you guys might not have heard for a while, I'm going to put on now while if you guys want to grab a drink real quick or anything like that, or while I wait for these skeletons to spawn, which, actually I still got a little bit left. I was going to say, I'll go ahead and put on one of the songs that's going to be on the album. This is something I wrote a long time ago. My brother put it to music, and I'm proud of it. It's a little bit slower than the rest of the songs, so it's called Lines.
Power line telephone line to carry a voice, a metro line to bring us all downtown. Lines of connection, communication, not the borders of boundaries that slice and dice a nation. Divided by the chalk lines of disreputable history, past failures are laid out as we shrug with absent mystery. Those bodies left behind us while we amble on ahead, fearful of the wrong things from newspapers unread. Before I tell you what to do or you try to tell me, let's all see what's been done and where we could have been. By knowing what's before us, the path might clear ahead and focus on new obstacles uncharted by the dead. A power line from a gurgling turbine, a telephone line from a quiet room, a metro line from across the city. Maybe we'll all raise our glasses soon. They say across the fence line the grass is always virtuous, but we're not corralling cattle, fearing rainbows, violent murders. When we look out past dividers, we're unsurprised to see more folks erecting fences, becoming detainees. Before I worry about you or you worry about me, let's all dwell on ourselves, we're the private enemy, becoming who we're meant to, virtuous and creative. We won't dread the different, the strange or unrelated. A power line to convey certain brilliance, a telephone line to carry a voice, a metro line to bring us all, to bring us home.
Yeah, so for anybody who's curious, I wrote the songs. Fawcett Rememberly says, is the Sean Hills who wrote this the same Sean Hills who made cool points, lame points? Okay, hold on, I gotta, how do I send that screenshot to my phone? Okay, hold on, airdrop that to my phone. Hold on, I gotta text my brother that he will love that. Yeah, he's totally the one who made the cool points, lame points. Oh man, he'll think that's great. Did that not go through? Okay. Well, I don't know, but yeah. That's my brother Sean. Okay, so is my old theme song going to be on the album? Yeah, we're going to have Headed Down to Somewhere. We're going to have The Creepers. We're going to have Cogs. We're going to have The Ballad of Joe Hills. So, and we're going to have Subspace. We're going to have a lot of things on there. For those of you guys who have not heard Send Me a Wave via Subspace, that's another one I wrote. So I wrote some of these myself. I wrote Lines myself. I wrote My Destinies in Tennessee, which is the Pokemon Go one, and I wrote Send Me a Wave via Subspace myself. The other ones, I kind of worked with Sean, and he worked on the lyrics. Like the Ballad of Joe Hills, he wrote. So.
Send me away via Subspace. Beam me a message from home. Cast me a hello in hollow. Tell me I'm not all alone. The corridors are narrow and the rations miss the mark as we fly like Xeno's arrow past the sparkles in the dark. I think of home and what I miss is picnics in the park. Though send me away via Subspace. Tap me a line or two, because though we grow distantly, relativistically, I'm coming home to you.
Yeah, so that was another one that I wrote and he performed. I had originally started writing that. I came up with the line, as we grow distantly, relativistically, I'm coming home to you. And I was like, that sounds like something out of a jazz lounge song, but it's got this kind of like, it reminded me of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. It's a sort of thing, because like, it's interesting in Star Trek Deep Space Nine how Vic the hologram only sings like era songs. Vic Fontaine only sings era songs from the 60s. And so Unity says make ringtones. Maybe guys, it's a lot of work to get these songs up on Spotify and iTunes and Google Play Music and all that stuff in the first place. We'll see how it goes, and then we'll consider ringtones. Okay, so I've been standing here for a while, and I got some bows and some leather boots, but that's it. I was kind of hoping if I just showed up here, I'd be able to find a bunch of leather armor, but I think the war really just kind of used a lot of that, which is kind of unfortunate. Do they charge you to get your music on Spotify? Yeah, we do have to pay for it. We have to do some legwork to get all the paper. There's some, not legwork, it's more paper. We have to do a bunch of paperwork, and we have to pay. So, yeah. If you guys are ever like, I wonder where all that Patreon money goes. Some of it goes to things like putting the music on Spotify so everybody can listen to it there. Do I archive my streams anywhere? They are technically like available in Mixer and YouTube's archive. I don't know how they work. Yeah, it would be on iTunes, Spotify. Basically, there's something like 20 different major music services. So the reason I mentioned Spotify was because that one was free. I don't use it personally. I use iTunes because I used to have a Beats Music plan, and they got bought out by iTunes, and then I just kind of kept it. But I really like being able to pull up songs to play for my kid whenever I want and not having to pay for them. Well, I mean, you pay for like the family plan or whatever, but you don't have to pay all the time, like every time you play a song. So, and it's really good for just like parties too. We're not doing physical media yet. We talked about 8 tracks and vinyl, but we're not really sure. Emma Small says, get in a car in a few days. Yay! Good for you, Emma. Okay. Guys, if it's a fan game, you guys make decisions without me. Like, people are like, how do you want to be portrayed in fan art? You guys do that. It's just art at the point where I tell you what to do. Excuse me. Some people said they'd love to see Joe Hill's records and CDs. We're not there yet. Oregano Cactus says, would it be weird if once the songs are released, I tried to cover it on my clarinet? Yeah, I mean, you can cover it on whatever. I don't know how copyright law works with that. Okay. Yeah, well, the thing is, we're in Nashville, so records are actually really easy to make here compared to most places in the entire country. Like, so it's actually not impossible for us to make records, but the thing is you have to store them, you have to ship them. There's a lot of logistics that go into making records that would cause us to not want to do that unless we knew we had an audience. The other thing is that, like, it's cheaper to make more of them, but then you gotta store them, and then you gotta ship them. I don't want to end up with, like, hundreds of records I can't move, you know? So, yeah. I use OBS. It's free. It's open source. That's my recording and streaming software, is OBS. So, yep, you too can use OBS. It is a thing. Good night, Badger. Okay, so we're going to make some ninja outfit for Jasassin here. I wish I just had a little bit more leather to make pants, though. Like, that's kind of a downer that I don't have a good way to make... Is there a leather store in the mall or something anywhere? Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe I should try to... Is there a leather store? Do you guys know? Anybody? This is why I'm streaming, partially, is so that you guys can tell me when I'm dumb. Oh, no, I don't know where my diamonds are. Wait, can I use emeralds to buy leather from the trade guys? Alrighty, good night, Dane. False might have made a store that sells leather. The problem is I don't have any diamonds. Where did I put them? I think I put them somewhere before that big wither fight so I wouldn't lose them. Or maybe I just spent them all during the wither fight. That's also a possibility. Maybe I spent them all buying the gear I needed for the fight and then lost them. Okay. Well, let's see if we can go get leather from the villagers with these 10 emeralds we have. Okay. So, inbox here. Okay, cool, cool, cool. ZF sells shorts. Hey James and Brody. Hope you guys are having a good night. Did I put diamonds in the end chest? I looked in the end chest and I didn't see them, which is bad. Leather worker sells leather armor. Okay. So, like, I can check if any of these have my diamonds in them, but I'm guessing they probably don't. Any of my war boxes. Why do I have an ink? Oh, dang it. No diamonds. No diamond. Oh, there was 19, 17 diamonds. Hey, and some leather. So that's actually enough to make not pants entirely. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and dye these boots. And tunic. I do discuss politics, just right now. The thing is, politics takes time to discuss well, and I don't want to get too derailed. So, okay. Here's what we're going to do next. Okay. Face cam off, start recording. Alrighty. So as we pivot around this pillar here, here's Jasassin. I've gone ahead and posted signs with his Twitter, Mixer, and YouTube. You know, because everybody's got different URLs for their YouTube or whatever than their Mixer. It's like, the Jasassin. Good luck finding that guy. Especially now that he's a ninja. Actually, ninjas usually like to have trousers. Now, I'm out of all of the... I don't have sufficient leather to make more trousers to dye. So I was kind of thinking I would head over here to Warts, Quartz, and Shorts. And hopefully I can find a nice set of leather that I can buy with diamonds. I am now realizing I don't remember where it is. Time skip. Oh, hopefully it's this one. It was this one. Never mind. Time skip undone. Oh, but these are 1 diamond each. Oh, man. Okay, well, I really do need as many pants as possible. I hate to die over one of these already died ones, though. So I think Jassassin's just going to have yellow pants. Which is maybe because he's on a ninja mission into some place with a lot of yellow things, like a dandelion field, right? If you're wearing all black in a dandelion field, it'll be really obvious that you're not a dandelion, right? So here we go. Assassin, stylish, ready for all those floral ninja missions, as one often is. Now, we should probably give him like a cool ninja pose here. So we're going to go to pose presets. Which one of these says ninja? Arabesque, is that a ninja pose? Kind of, not entirely. Maybe let's go ahead and try running. That sounds like a ninja pose. Yeah, there we go. That's a Jassassin, and we can give him a nice little bow and arrow here. Whoops. Never mind, we can give him a different bow, because that one's broken forever. Okay. Lots of parts of this plan have been going less well than I intended. Okay. So, new plan. We're going to figure out how that works. We're going to figure out how to hand a bow over independently. I'm guessing what I have to do is drop all my arrows on the ground. Why won't it accept the bow? Okay, maybe these things just can't hold a bow. We learned something today, people. We learned something. No bows for Joes to give Jesses. Got it. Okay. So back to this, though. Go with pose presets. Running. There we go. There's Jassassin. Running. Super stealthy. Very cool. And, oh, maybe you can only give him things if you set the arms to be visible. Which I'm not sure why his arms are not visible, but let's try that. Yes. Okay, so now we're going to drop all of the arrows, and we're going to try and hand him this bow. Hey, we did it. There is the Jassassin we bow and love. Excellent. Alrighty. Oh, and here's Python GB, who we want to have people remind him to get well soon. There's his tower back there we started the episode on. But how are they going to find Python GB to tell him to get well, to get plenty of rest? Let's fill out these signs. Sign skip. Stop recording. Okay, you guys were right. I did need to give it arms. Okay, face cam back on. Okay, so... La, da, da, da. I'm going to put on another song while I type all this stuff because it's easier for me.
I put the cogs into the box and then I've got another load. After a while my arms will get tired and then this job will blow. But I could be replaced by a machine that does my work in half the time. But I don't know where I'd go, 'cause I prefer putting cogs into the box. Now I've got another load. Only just a few more hours and then I'm free to go. But I can't cease in questioning if I really have a home. It makes me sick to think of it, 'cause I prefer
Folks say to be the very best, you gotta travel across the land. But I'm happy here at pretty good, just out walking with my friends. So you can fly from coast to coast for all the antics events. But my destiny's here in Tennessee, my Pokédex in hand. You run your laps chasing licky tongues,
Providence, and you arc your throws for Electabuzz in St. Louis. But when you're lost in Boston seeking Pokestops, boo-hoo, we'll all still be spinning them up on Rocket Top. It's true. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. We don't need Tanglers from Los Angeles. If you're there chasing Charizard, you're making your life way too hard. Clutching garlic, pounding pavement down Ventura Boulevard. We don't need Nidoqueens from down New Orleans. I hate to rain on Solo U, but parades need a willing crew. All those squirtles on St. Charles saw you wandering and withdrew. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. We don't need Lapras from Minneapolis or Polipers from Mississippers. There's enough Weedles on Monteagle. We could evolve a swarm of Beedrill. There's enough Snubble down to Shovel. We could team Sled with Grumble. We don't need Oregon from out in Oregon or any Pikachus from up in Massachusetts. Sorry, Professor Oklahoma, we'll raid gyms in Tullahoma. Sorry, Pokecoin Palooka, we'll hatch on hikes in Chattanooga. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace.
A lot of people asking, what is that song? Crazy Nerd Monkey says, wow, you actually made the song. Thank you for the $2 donation, Crazy Nerd Monkey. Yeah, that is the My Destinies in Tennessee Pokemon George Strait song that I wrote. I sent the lyrics to my brother, and I kind of warned him. I was like, this is kind of like All My Exes Live in Texas, but about Pokemon in Tennessee. And he's just like, okay, let me see. Oh, this is actually pretty good. So... let's see, what's my favorite Pokemon? I like Klefki. I like all the weird ghost objects like Chandelure. There's a lot of cool Pokemon. But yeah, I love Night in the Woods. Hey, May Borowski. I don't have my Night in the Wood pins on, but that is one of my favorite games of every year. When people are like, what's your favorite game of the year? It's like Night in the Woods. So, yeah, one of my on my maternal grandfather's side, a bunch of them were Pennsylvania coal miners. And my grandfather got out by joining the Navy during the Korean War and didn't go back to the coal mines, or didn't go to the coal mines, unlike most of his family. So that Night in the Woods with its coal mine in Pennsylvania thing is very cool to me. Yeah, I have the Night in the Wood pins. I bought them at PAX, and I have them on. So for a long time, I'm gonna switch to the. This is one of those things like, I don't like accumulating objects really. I'm not like a big collector, like, because for so long I was in so much debt. I was just like, I just need to pay off my debt. I don't need extra things. But now that I've done that, I saw these Night in the Wood pins, and I was like, I really want those, but I don't really wear pins anywhere. And somebody on Twitter, I think it might have been Corey Bing, who is a really cool artist, posted using her cool pins she bought at conventions on her cork board. And I was like, oh, I've got a cork board, and I'm just using like dumb Office Depot pins. I could use cool Night in the Woods pins or video game pins and stuff on my cork board to hold papers. And it will look way better and make me happier when I see it. Why didn't I ever think of that? You know? And so yeah, those are at my office for my day job. So small face cam again. My amazing hair, I had to cut it. Yeah. Everybody is writing the word depot now, but you're spelling it wrong. It's Delta Echo Papa Oscar Tango. But yeah. So my grandfather came from a family of coal miners in Pennsylvania, and my mother's father. And then he, like I said, he got out through the Navy and then moved to New Jersey, where he worked doing manufacturing. And I only lived in New Jersey for like 6 months when I was a wee baby. But I still have family connections there. Hey, $10, it looks like Australian, from Anna Bradley, says, loving the songs, can't wait till they're on Spotify, etc. Hope this helps. Thank you, Anna Bradley. Appreciate it. Okay, now people are spelling it Delta Echo Echo Papa Oscar. That's, guys, what are you guys, it's pronounced depot. Like, hey, we need to go raid that munitions depot. Or whatever. But yeah. So let's go ahead and let's make Rendog confused. What's the confused pose look like? He's just kind of like shrug. Is one of his arms behind his back? It doesn't look very confused. Lazing. That's kind of a weird one. Pose presets. Winning. I want one where he's like placing the attention. Looks like, well, no, that's too militaristic for Ren. Formal, confused. I might go with the let's try just walking. Yeah, because that looks like he's laying the track. And let's go ahead and pose adjustment. No, we want 45-degree angle. Is that too much? Well, he's not pivoting, but whatever. Thank you for the host, Speed Demon. Does my brother play Pokemon? Yeah, he plays Pokemon. Okay, well, that's good enough. So we still got to put Rendog's stuff up there. So why don't I put on, let's see. Oh, well, I've already played all the longer songs, actually. So why don't I just try to type while I talk, because I'm very good at that. This is going to go well. Man, This episode has taken longer than I thought it was going to. So, because I've got to set these signs up. And I'm not a fast typer, and I had to pull up the twitter.com/RenTheDog. Oh, and it's going to be nighttime soon. You know, we actually have a song that my friends and I worked on. Although they worked on it more than I did. Docs.google.com, maybe? Some people are claiming... Okay, so if you really want to see me mispronounce depot, we have a song about the Home Depot, but in order for it to work, you have to pronounce it depot. So, yeah. So, scene kids, all rise for your national anthem. Oh, well, imagine as I'm pacing the aisles at a Home Depot store, and I can't help but to hear, no, I can't help but to hear an exchanging of words. What a beautiful cosplay. What a beautiful cosplay, says the NG to Darth Vader. Yes, but what a shame the poor Sith Lord is a furry. I chime in with a, haven't you weirdos ever heard of going to PlayOnCon? Yeah, it's much better to do these kinds of things at a place far from the rest of society. We chime in, haven't you weirdos ever heard of going to PlayOnCon? Yeah, it's much better to do these kinds of things at a place that's far. Oh, well, in fact, well, I'll look at it this way. I mean, technically, our cosplay is safe. This calls for some fun, so start the parade. Start the... Oh, well, in fact, well, I'll look at it this way. Technically, our cosplay is saved. Well, anyway, so I can't actually sing this and type at the same time. This is so hard to do. This is so hard to do. Yeah. So are you guys happy now that I pronounced it Depot? Are you guys happy now? Yeah, so every year when we go to PlayOnCon, we do a rock band contest where we change a song to make it about PlayOnCon. I wonder if we have the lyrics to the Gambler up here. Gambler. No, I guess not. Why don't we? What is... I could do something like this. Okay, something about this. Okay. Run the dog. YouTube. This is why this takes so long. This is why it's easier for me to put the music on so that I don't get tempted to let me ask if we have the Gambler lyrics somewhere. Hey, welcome Anna Galena. If you like Anna Galena or hanging out in Twitch chat or whichever chat it is. Okay. Okay, so do we have the Gambler lyrics somewhere? Okay, what's the username for it's user/rendog? Okay. Ren Dog. I wonder if it's in my Evernote. Maybe. Hey, it's going well at Anarcho-Americanum. Hey, welcome Mio Mia. Or Maya. Mio Maya. Welcome Hannah Miller as well. I spelled it right eventually. Okay, so Rendog's Twitch is... I'm constantly... Because I keep clicking between all these windows, I don't have the right things open. Oh, you know, now that we're going through all this trouble to get... let's just show status bar so I can hover over this. Twitch.tv/RendogTV. Why is this not typing? Twitch.tv/ stupid focus. Okay. See, so now we got Rendog here. Mumbo Jumbo, we can give a block of redstone to. Once we give him his arms back. Show arms, yes. Let's give him a non-dejected pose. Possibly. Pose presets. Confused? Yeah, that's a good Mumbo pose. Hey, thank you for the 100 rubles, May Borowski, who says, glad to have tuned into the stream at the time. You're awesome. Thank you. Okay, so, let's see if that has come through. Okay, cool. The Gambler. Okay, these lyrics are... Okay, so once again, every summer, when we go to PlayOnCon, we try to do, for the Rock Band contest, we take a song that's in Rock Band, and we make it about playing video games, or about attending PlayOnCon. So this one is a parody of The Gambler. And unfortunately, I can't sing it without constantly flipping back and forth out of Minecraft because the lyrics are in a PowerPoint slide format because we projected them on the screen. So, on a warm summer's eve, at a con going nowhere, I met up with the gamer. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns a sharing clips of all our no-scopes, till cockiness overtook him, and he began to boast. He said, bro, I made a life out of owning newbies' faces, knowing where the flag was, why the way they put their guys. So if you don't mind me saying, I can see you're out of bases. For a taste of your code red, I'll give you some advice. So he turned on his computer, loaded up a first-person shooter, picked his load out and joined in the fight. And the match got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. He said, if you're gonna play the game, bro, you gotta learn to play it right. You gotta know when to own 'em, know when to pwn 'em, know when to use grenades or switch to guns. You never count your points. When you're sitting in the spawn room, there'll be time enough for counting when the match is won. Every gamer knows the secret to winning PUBG is don't team up with Wesley, because he's always first to die. 'Cause our team's the winner, so we get chicken dinner. And the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he finished streaming, he logged out a mixer, chugged out his code red, and faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gamer he made diamond. But from his pro advice, I got the skills that made me elite. You got to know when to hold... Wait, these are just the original lyrics. Okay, apparently we have a bunch of... Okay, so presumably I would have repeated the refrain there, but... Yeah. Oh, yeah, I wonder if we have fat loot. I need to, like, get these documents, like, attached to my Google Docs account, because there's no reason for me to not have these. Okay. So, anyway, hope that was interesting to some of you guys. Give Mumbo arms. Okay. Yeah, the Patreon link is how you get Discord access. Oh no, man, I'm just burning daylight in Minecraft left and right, and I'm not getting this video made. It's 10:30 at night. Oh no. Okay. So... Fat loot. Here we go. Storming through the dungeon like my name was El Nino when I'm hanging out drinking in the back of the taverino. As a mage, I'm all the rage. Wenches know me by name. Trash the Dark Lord's party had everyone slain. I know I'm not the one you thought you knew back at mage school. I always go, I always show up when I mean to. Ascension that we crave. Don't tell us to behave. I'm sick of being told not to rage. I don't want to waste my time causing lots of casualties for no EXP. I'll never fall in line. Become another victim of your lawyer ringing back down. Because you don't know us at all. We left when paladins fall, but what would you expect with a will save so small? Heavy maces and daggers, it's how we were raised. Agma and Cord were the gods that we praised, cause we like having fun at our DM expense and cutting monsters down despite their spell resistances. It's none of your concern. I guess we'll never learn. I'm sick of being told to wait my turn. I don't want to waste my time causing lots of casualties for no EXP. I'll never fall in line. Become another victim of your lawyer ringing back down. Don't count on me to not steal the loot. Don't count on me, 'cause I don't give a hoot. Don't count on me, and this point is crucial. Don't count on me, 'cause I'm chaotic neutral. Hold on, Scar's saying something. Well, I'm a no-good multi-class brack min-max. Don't give a crap about Thaco. You'll be sitting behind your screens talking about the MacGuffin, and it don't make sense with all the rolls you'll be fudging. If I guard the gate, we'll swing in from a hook. It's on the feats list, dummy, in the player handbook. I like spells with distortion, swords out of proportion, fox and elder dragons out of their whole fortune. I don't want to waste my time causing lots of casualties for no EXP. I'll never fall in line. Come another victim of your lawyer ringing back down. And then that's that. What was the bad word? Fudging rolls? Fudging rolls is like when you roll dice inappropriately. Like if you lie about what the numbers are. Yeah, these were definitely group collaborations. I was not the primary author on either of these songs. I helped contribute to all of them, but you guys said I did hear a swear. It's fudging rolls. I don't think there's any bad words in this, guys. Josiah, if it's a fan project, you do what you want. It's the fans. The fans do it. Okay. So, anyway, I'm not getting anything done here on this episode, and it's getting late, so that's no good. So, let's go ahead. Oh, man. This is so bad, you guys. I'm supposed to be making a song. No, not making a song. I'm supposed to be making a YouTube video where I get all this stuff together. So this is That Mumbo Jumbo. Twitter.com/thatmumbojumbo. Hey, thank you for the $2, Barrett Ludwig. And he's youtube.com/thatmumbojumbo. And does he have a Twitch, or where does Mumbo stream? Does he stream anywhere? Twitch.tv/thatmumbojumbo. Okay, so this is Duke the dog. He's already set up. This is Wells Knot, right? That's a Wells head, I think. Whoops. Yeah, that's Wells Knot. Okay. Most of the other people in here are already set up. I need to just do this off camera. Yeah, okay. Oh boy. So we're gonna face cam off. Anybody else I need to thank for donations? Go to my Google Mail real quick. Bum, ba, na, na. Da, 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 da. Okay, no PayPal donations. If anybody wants to, paypal.me/Joe Hills. That is an option. Okay, so here we go. Just trying to remember to do that more often because it helps justify all this. Okay. So we're going to come back in on the recording part here. There we go. Python is now stylish with his, chains. Bad Times with Scar has left the game, but you can find PythonGB at twitter.com/PythonGB. You can find him on the YouTube at youtube.com/PythonMC and on the twitch.tv at PythonGB. Good golly, aren't these signs handy? Oh, Ren the dog. Look, he's laying train tracks, and he's wearing a beret. The Ren the dog way. Look, we got links for him, too. I even gave Mumbo a redstone block and got his, URLs in here. This is, I didn't get everybody done today, but unfortunately I'm running out of time for my recording segment before I have to go home and edit and things like that. Oh, the joys of adult life. But you know what? We'll come back through and we'll make sure that we've got plaques and decorations for everybody. Now that I've got this book, it should be easier to kind of make these things make a little bit of sense. Although that's not like... I don't know why that didn't go. Salute. There we go. Yay. Okay, so Tinfoil Chef is now saluting, which he probably wouldn't do. But we'll go ahead and get him a formal pose for the time being. Or not. Maybe we're affecting somebody else. Anyway, I'll go figure out how all this works off camera. But you know what? Before we end the episode, I do need to mention that you might have noticed that this episode was mid-roll ad-free. And that is thanks to $50 a month Patreon sponsor, Karis Sophia. In lieu of that mid-roll ad, I will now read a poem of my own devising. What is the difference between music and not music? Where is the gap between song and sound? Where is the space between rhythm and repetition? When are textures just trappings and rests just respites? Which structures must we shape And which may we suppose from our surroundings? Is a dirge without melody merely a eulogy? Do we weep without rhythm so we don't attract the damned? When our relentless laments don't strike up the band? When our notes have no pitch and we write and pass by hand? When the dynamics fall static and we're scattered on the moans, or timbers take root above and cleave past our bones? What music was left us, and what have we left? What baseless ambitions will others recall? What fortes of ours drove friends up the wall? Why couldn't we measure more time with them all, laughing and singing well after nightfall? What's stopping us now? Where is our wherewithal? Why can't we make music from the soft cues around us? Why can't we shake our chains till the ringing unbounds us? Why can't we hear the earth and join in chanting with it? We can. We can. We can now. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Okay. Chat, don't leave. We are not actually done with... That's the end of the recording. But it looks like we got a donation here for $5 from... How do I see? Howdy from Texas, writes Andy. Thank you, Andy. Appreciate it. Mumbo's streaming. Troll him, please. Is he actually streaming on Hermitcraft? He's not on Hermitcraft right now. So, a lot of people in Mixer. Oregano Cactus. Poetry's gorgeous. Do it, bro. Anna Galena says, great poem, Joe. Thank you, Anna Galena. Oregano Cactus says, I love the poem. I'm glad that you guys enjoy it. Lisa Love says, love the poem. Hope you're having a great day, Joe. I am. New Jersey Coffee Junkie says, well done, Joe. Thank you. Yeah, that poem started out as just a simple thought where I was trying to remember what the word is for a eulogy, and I couldn't remember it. And I'm like, what is a dirge without melody? And then I was like, there's something there. What is a dirge without melody? And then I kind of worked backwards from that. I had like a brief tweet that was a few lines long that I did, that I expanded to make that poem that I read today. But the tweet was something like, Siri, what is the difference between music and not music? And actually, a lot of this is... That's really the only difference, is that, like, it's a lot shorter, and it opens with Siri. Because a lot of my weird question tweets, I start with Siri, because, I don't know, it just makes sense to me. Hannah Miller says, what makes you write the poems? I like writing the poems. That's the sort of thing I like doing. Okay, so... Yeah, there was something wrong with Game Wisp. I need to remove it from everything. Okay, well, anyway. I need to... Yeah, Emily Hirschberger, go. I'm about to end the stream. But thank you guys so much for coming out. I'm sorry I haven't been doing the musical theater... Or not musical theater, the esports stuff. We're going to probably start doing some more of the esports style stuff next week. I need to round up back with the Patreon people about that. But, like, this week has just been nuts. And last week was nuts. But next week we can hopefully start doing some esports stuff. So, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Oh, gosh, I'm tired. Oh, that's not a good way to do it. Terrible outro. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring, and I'll play you off with Send Me a Wave Via Subspace.
Send me a wave via subspace. Beam me a message from home. Cast me a hello in hollow. Tell me I'm not all alone. The corridors are narrow and the rations miss the mark as we fly like Xeno's arrow past the sparkles in the dark. I think of home and what I miss is picnics in the park. So send me away via subspace, tap me a line or two, because though we grow distantly, relativistically I'm coming.